Everything you said we already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.
Yes, it is a wet, rainy day here today in central Iowa. Just started raining a little while ago. It tried to rain this morning and couldn't quite do it. But we are having a nice little shower right now. It's good for the crops. Still been pretty warm. It's still pretty muggy out right now. What do you think, Mox? Have the wife's Tahoe inside here because earlier they were saying we could get some severe weather like they always say with hail and wind and all of that. I don't think we're going to get that any longer. Who knows? That white Chevy truck that you saw sitting up here, that's my stepdaughter's boyfriend's truck, and while he's gone I'm going to be doing the brakes on that truck, or at least looking at the brakes. Something is squeaking on it. They say it only does it when they brake. I'm assuming it's a brake problem. So I'll be doing that here coming up, and I'll show you what I'm going to be doing today. Get that door opened up. It's not too bad down here in the shop. It's really not too bad outside. It's not that hot. It's a little muggy and sticky, but nothing like what it has been. On the truck, that power steering pump issue that I talked about in my last video, if you're not up to speed, I replaced the power steering pump on this truck with a remanufactured pump after trying to rebuild the original pump. Lost one little tiny spring when I was rebuilding it, and I just went and got a new pump, a remanufactured pump. And the darn thing, it makes too much noise. It whines and moans and groans. It doesn't do it all the time. But I am going to put a different pump on this. I'm going to put a Saginaw pump on it. And I was looking online. I know where one is. Well, I think I know where one is. So that will be coming up as well. How's that foot taste, Moxie? Okay. Today though, right now, I am going to do something I've been wanting to do for a while. I am going to take the full tailgate protector that is on my original tailgate, and I'm going to put it on the truck. Right now I just have this top tailgate protector on here. I'm going to remove this and put the full tailgate protector. It's Bright Tread, covers the entire tailgate. I always did like having that on that tailgate, so I'm going to swap it over to this one finally. So I got my old tailgate up in the bed of my truck, and if you ever wondered why I didn't use this tailgate, this is why I got a replacement tailgate. This one was pretty much shot. It's all rusted out along the bottom. I did think about fixing it at one time, and I still probably could. Might just be something to do. But not only am I going to take this and put it over here, I think I also need to get some new self-tapping screws. That one is, that one's not really holding anything. But I'm going to polish this up. It's pretty old. I got these put on This was put on shortly after I bought the truck in 1994, and it's pretty oxidized. These were a lot the same way, and I managed to polish them up. The toolbox could also use a good polishing. But I am going to attempt to shine this up somewhat. I'm just going to leave it on this while I do that, and then transfer it over to here. And to do this, I'm using a Porter cable. It's a, whatever they call these, a random orbital buffer or something like that. And you can tell I have polished aluminum with it before, as it's all black on here. Actually does a real good job, makes it pretty easy. And I'll show you how I do this here in just a moment. To do this, I'm using Meguiar's Meguiar Mirror Glaze 100 Professional Pro Speed Compound. Extra heavy cut. That's what the bottle looks like. And I think actually you're supposed to put a little bit of water on your pad, which I don't have any down here, I don't think. Actually, I might. I do. So I'm going to get the pad just a little bit. I don't know how this is going to work. I used a spray bottle before. Not going to soak into this pad very good, I don't believe. A little bit of wetness on there. Sprinkle it out over here. And then you take your compound and you put some on the pad, and I just kind of put little dots of it around where I'm going to be working it and go to town. The way this buffer works is not only does it spin around and around, it also moves in a this whole pad, I don't know if you can see it, this whole pad moves around like that, and then it also spins, and it works pretty well. No guarantee this is going to work, and it's probably going to throw this stuff out everywhere, but that's the way it is. So I think you can probably see where I started on this half compared to this half. I've gone over this side one time. I used that orange pad there. I used this one to put the compound on with. Worked it all in, let it dry a little bit, and then I used that yellow pad to remove it. It's probably not going to shine up like a mirror, but it's going to look better than it did. I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll show you when I'm done. Hey, it quit raining. So I've gone over this twice. I don't know if it looks much different than it did before, but this side definitely looks better than that side. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, plus I have to go along the top, and then I'm going to swap it over to the other tailgate. So I've got both sides all halfway kind of sort of polished up, and I have all these little screws taken out, all of which were these type of screws, except one that had a Phillips head on it. I couldn't even get it out, so I took a chisel and I snapped it off. I can probably reuse those. These actually aren't too bad. Clean them up a little bit. The heads, not bad. I could shine them up or just leave them the way they are. I guess there was one in there like this, a self-tapper that I probably put in at some point. I know I had one that kept coming loose, and then this would tend to rattle just a little bit. But now, for the first time in 23 years, the inside of this tailgate is going to see daylight. That didn't look too bad. But with the bottom being like this, it would take just a little bit of work to get that tailgate functional again, although it is possible. So I'm going to slide this on off. I'm going to take this tailgate, put it back out there, and clean up the inside of the tailgate protector, clean up the inside of my tailgate, and then I will get that installed. So instead of using these little screws like I just talked about, I'm going to use these, which are their self-tappers. They stick up a little bit higher than the other ones, not very much. I don't think they're going to be a problem. If they prove to be a problem, I'll find more screws like these. But these should be real easy to put in with my cordless impact. They'll drill their own hole and then screw right in. So that's what I'm going to use, plus they'll look pretty decent. So I'm just going to take this and slide it into place. And there you have it, one new old full tailgate protector installed. Pretty much looks the same from the back, but I do like when you put the tailgate down, it's flat across the back. If nothing else, makes it a lot more comfortable to sit on. I don't know, I always liked having this on my old tailgate, so I finally decided I'm gonna put it on here. Rain is still holding off out here, although they say we could get some more on radar. It looks like most of it is going to the south. However, I do think the humidity has gone up. It has gotten really sticky in here. Still have to hang up this stack of license plates. I think I may do that. And if you have a license plate, or anything else for that matter that you would like to send to the Fox shop, the address is in the description below. I did have somebody get a hold of me. They said they were trying to order a hoodie and they couldn't select the size. I went and tried it on 2 different browsers and I didn't have an issue with it, but I did send a message to Teespring about it and they haven't got back to me yet, but hopefully there isn't a problem there. Finally was able to knock down some of these weeds out here as well. Here and all of these along here, I actually mowed these off, but there's a lot of these weeds just out here, and there's some, I don't know if you can see them on the camera, around the buildings. There's a lot of those big weeds and they have gotten Roundup resistant, meaning Roundup won't kill them. I sprayed and sprayed and sprayed and it just won't kill them. It'll knock them down just a little bit and they come right back. So I got myself some chemicals called 2,4-D and mixed that with some Roundup, and the next day after I sprayed they were already starting to shrivel up, so I think I got them. Also sprayed all the weeds up here in the driveway going to the old shop, and it looks like they're already brown as well. Looks like I may have missed a strip right through here. I'll give it a couple more days, and if they don't start turning brown, I'll go spray them again. We went to the cabin for a week, come home, and there are weeds just popping up everywhere. Looks like there's some here in the driveway that I either missed or they may just be starting. Yeah, they're starting to turn a little yellow. Thought I got all these. But I got the full tailgate protector on. I was wanting to go down to the salvage yard. Well, actually I wanted to go to the salvage yard today, but we were supposed to be getting a lot of rain today, which it was raining when I started this video, and by now the salvage yard is closed. It's about 45 minutes away, so it takes a little while to get there, a little while to get home. I was wanting to go there tomorrow. I can't do it tomorrow. My wife and I are doing something tomorrow. Friday I probably could go, but I'm going to have my daughter all day and they don't allow little kids into the salvage yard. So I'm probably not going to be able to get to the salvage yard until sometime next week. I also had someone in the comments just last night, they made a comment that they saw me in traffic, and they commented that my YouTube sticker up here was quite effective. And I've actually had a few people request my channel logo, the Fox Shop, with the little fox holding a wrench. They've asked me about stickers, if I have any stickers like those that I can send out or they can buy or whatever. And I don't at the current time. It is something that I have thought about in the past. Haven't really looked into getting any made up, but perhaps I will, because I have had a few people ask for those here just within the last week. And perhaps I should look into getting a larger one of these stickers, which I have thought about in the past, to put like up in this area. So I'm gonna put my stuff away, clean up the floor. Moxie's gonna take it easy. Right, Mox? And that is going to be it for this video. Give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
I know there's another Guess it's much for you, but I hope